Good evening. I'm not Rahul Singh. I'm an entrepreneur. So that's what my story is going to be as an entrepreneur. I've gate crashed this party. So I was not invited. I met Roy in the morning, and he said, you're here, what are you doing? You're a person who sells beer, and how come you're in the fashion forum? And that's how this whole genesis started, where can I come and speak for 5 minutes, take you through my story. So I just put this up together in the last 2 hours, and it's been great to have everybody sitting here for the last 2 hours. So I know that I'm the one standing between the cocktail bar and this room. So I'm going to be very jiffy in the way it is. Hopefully you can have some insights and some kind of learnings from what I'm going to share with you. To start with, there are only two kinds of people in this room. You are an employee or you're an entrepreneur. Both have the same cause, but both have a very different effect. So what I would like to do, it's 2 hours, you've been sitting, some of us. All the employees, please rise up. Just stand up, I'll give you a little exercise. All the employees, rise up, please. There you go. So it's good for you, you're rising up. Okay, you can take a seat. All the entrepreneurs now rise up. So okay, all the employees, give a big hand to the entrepreneurs. These are the ones who created your jobs. That's what they've done for you. And you have to give a big hand to Harish and Biju to stand here for the last 2 hours. We've been sitting, going to the loo, going to the water. They've been just standing here.
Thank you.
Really admire that, sir.
We live on beer.
Really, really admire. Okay, so that's what a difference between an employee and an entrepreneur is. We all say, I wish I was an entrepreneur. I can trace back my family 400 years. I come from Rajasthan, where we have a huge amount of history. Nobody has ever been an entrepreneur. My father's an IT engineer, my grandfather's an IS officer. Before that, they were all fighters or whatever they did. Nobody ever has ever done anything called business in my life. But you know what? When you become from an I wish to an I will, you become an entrepreneur. Nobody is born an entrepreneur. You become an entrepreneur. Now you say, I want to become an entrepreneur, but what do I do? Where do I go? Is there a place for me? Is there a place in the kids wear? Is there a place in the performance wear? Is there a place in the ethnic wear? There always is a gap. Always a gap in any marketplace. And if you are an entrepreneur, you go and create a market in that gap. That's what you do as an entrepreneur. You always find that gap. Okay, this is my favorite one. This is what I show off on my media and otherwise, that you know what? It's like living a few years of rigor. Lot of hard work. I heard a lot of speakers before me talk about packing things when rats were running around. That's what you have to go through. But you know what? Most people don't want to do it. They're sitting here, getting a job, a check, running an EMI, 2 cars, or whatever you have. But they don't want to do it. But what you will get as an entrepreneur is what others can never get. This is what an entrepreneur or an entrepreneurship can get you. Obviously, sometimes you win. That's what we've learned from failures. My ex-colleagues, there are a lot of friends here. We've all failed. But when you fail, you learn. Whenever you fail, you learn. I have failed. I put my house on the mortgage. I ran into a company for 15 years. I was running a company for 15 years. I was an employee for 15 years. Then I became an entrepreneur. Last 10 years, that's what I've done. 5 years, I did a good round. And I came back to Mother Earth, completely on the footpath, literally. I had to mortgage my house to start my first beer cafe. Today, we're the largest chain in India. And what am I doing in fashion? I'll come to that later. But that is what happens. You learn, you learn, you learn. Failures make you learn. And that is what it is. Success is nothing but going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. 2 hours you're sitting here, you're all enthusiastic. That is success. You are all successful. Sitting for 2 hours, that in itself is a success. And you know what? Success is sweetest when you share. Always share your success. Now we have a problem here. There are global companies, they can't give you stock because of regulations. You have Desi Lalas, they don't want to give it because they want it all. And then you have IT companies. They give you stock because they don't want you to leave your job because you're talented. Why don't you give your stocks to everybody? 652 people work for us, including housekeeping. Everybody has stock in the company. Everybody. And everybody will share the wealth when I get the wealth. That's how it's going to be. That is what it is. Please share your success. It's going to be much sweeter. Okay, this is the genesis of my company. It's called BTB. 2 minutes, half a second actually. Okay, it's called Better Than Before. And it's been already, Anant has already spoken about it. And we both worked in the same company 10 years back. And this was the best inspiration that we ever got, called Better Than Before. Throughout our childhood, we go through this. Usko dekho, ye kar lo, aisa kar lo. You know what? Why? Why are you destroying myself? Why competing with others? Look in the mirror. That's your competition. That is what your competition is. If we continuously compete with others, you get bitter. You compete with yourself, you get better. Run for yourself, run a marathon, become better. And that is what I want to do every day of my life. I want to be better than before. Every day, better thoughts, better decisions, and better action. And that is what we are here for, launching a line called the Performance Wear Alces. And a gate crasher, a parakeet gate crasher, so that you don't ever forget a bald man with orange pants and a green shirt. Thank you very much.